Hey, what's up, good people? Here with my man B Ron back again for the post up. B Ron, what it do?
Hey, I am doing all right, man. Pleasure to be here as always. Let's get ready to back them down and get into some of this news.
Oh, back them down. Y'all ready to get in this key? Y'all ready to get in this key? Let's get straight to it. Let's get straight to it. Number one in the key, B Ron, DJ Wagner. He's on the originators. He's in SimWorld Hoops. He's finally here. The number one recruit in all of high school basketball is in. He's in the league, man. What do you think
This is
about this?
fantastic. This is fantastic news for SimWorld Hoops because it gives us a level of credibility that I don't want to say we didn't have before, but it certainly helps. You know what I mean? When you get the number one ranked recruit to decide, hey, I want to join this upstart league, SimWorld Hoops. Let's see what's all about. See if I can make my name here, and that will not only help me, but in turn, it could help the future of the league as well. And I'm very excited to see what he does with the originators this season. And Coach Alyssa Dodge, she has a plan for Wagner, and I'm just, man. I said it earlier today in one of the threads we have on Discord. By the way, if you are listening to this and you're not a part of the Discord, join the Discord. Check it out. See what we got over here. Anyway, checking out the threads earlier today, I was talking and I said this is in terms of name recognition. This is on the level of getting a possibly a Johnny Baldwin replacement in terms of name recognition alone, just off of that.
Mm.
So take that what you will.
I think it's even bigger than that because last Johnny Baldwin, a lot of these guys in the Sim World hoops, they made a name for themselves. They became known within Sim World, if you know what I mean. So
Right.
I think he was a well known name on his own. But here's the thing. I know you talked about what Alyssa Dodge, Coach Elisa Dodge, is gonna do with him.
Lisa, I'm I'm
Yeah,
I'm,
let's
I'm
get that
gonna get it
right.
right, man.
Let's get it right. She's a winner. We gotta get her name right. Well, we talked about what he's gonna do on that team. I think the bigger thing for me is just let him play. I mean, he's gonna do it regardless, isn't he? I mean, he's a monster. He's a walking bucket. That's 20 points a game right there. What do you coach?
Yeah, just kind of get out of his way, I guess, and let him do what he does.
Hey, and they're kind of stacked. Don't want to get off topic, but we've seen this dude, Jared Queenie, big mouth with a big game. And they still have some other players on that squad. I'm really interested to see what Mr. Wagner's going to do. But hey, he's here. He's here, B. Ron. You wanted it.
I
You,
sure did, man.
you
I
got
sure
it.
did.
Hey, so
I
we
got it.
we talked East Coast, right? Three in the key. That means we got a second in the key to move to. Let's go out west. Mikey Williams is in some world hoops. The dunker extraordinaire. He was in, then he was out, then he was in, then he was out. Now ultimately he's back in, and he's on the best coast ballers. What does that mean for that squad, man? And does that mean we, between DJ Wagner and Mikey Williams, that we may see the James brothers? What are your thoughts?
Ooh, you know what, man? I feel like with those two committing now, I feel like it's only a matter of time before the James boys also come over this way as well. I don't know about Bryce because of his age, if he'll be eligible this year or not. But if even if it's just Bronny, even if just Bronny comes over, I think that in itself is the big three trifecta, if you will, between Wagner, Mikey Williams,
Yep.
and Bronny James. Those three alone will just again elevate SimWorld Hoops name recognition, brand recognition alone.
Yeah.
So I think that yes, with Mike Williams on that team, Best Coast Ballers is going to be potentially a problem because
Potentially.
potentially a problem.
Keep it real.
They
They got to
got
be like the
they got
team to beat. They got
there's Outlaw back
they
too,
got
hopefully
Outlaw.
healthy.
What's that? That's two of the top five. I don't know. I don't know where people have Mikey ranked, but that's two of the top 10 players, and they have some other guys there. Don't forget Montel Cage and what's the Evangelos? I'm not sure how you say it. Mullins, that freak athlete.
Yeah, Marvin. Yep,
That's,
yep,
that's scary.
yep. And this just talking about this, it's gonna be a fun season. I'm so excited for March, man. We're not even there yet. I'm so excited for it. We're not even done recruiting yet.
Hey, you still have pickup games to watch. I like that these kids are getting out on the court and playing pickup games against each other, open runs. It's nice that they're active. But look, Mikey Williams, he's here. Could we see Bronny and Bryce? I know y'all tired of hearing about him, but hey, it's a big deal. It's a big deal for SimWorld Hoops, isn't it?
It is, and I think that we will. The question is, will we see him play for Showtime basketball or not? Or could they pull a swerve and go to, running trades or Cascadia? I don't know, man.
They're in LA. Hey, they'll play wherever Bron says they can play, right?
Yeah,
wherever
yeah.
LeBron, wherever King James says they can go. But hey,
I
look,
feel like the smart play for them would be to stay, in LA, close to home, to dad, parent, family, all of that stuff, and play for Showtime basketball. But, who knows? Who knows, man?
who knows? Who knows is right. Well, look, from there, we got one more place to go, and that's to number 3 in the key. What's going on up north, man? We got the squad of the north up there in Canada, out in Toronto, TO. They lost a player earlier this week. Then they lost 2 more yesterday. Is something going on with Coach King and in the north? What are your thoughts on this, B-Ron?
Oh, you also can't forget about the loss of Tyson Simpson as well.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
Can't forget about
Yeah.
that one either.
Most
Yeah,
definitely.
that's the biggest loss, I think, to that team heading into this coming season.
Yeah.
I have no idea what's going on up there. No idea at all.
Is it just too cold?
Hey man, but for me, yes. For me, to go for me, but I'm the one playing up there. I did speak to Coach King the other day, and he's not phased by anything. He said he's not letting it affect him at all, and he's just wants to kind of focus on what he can do and he's committed to staying with the North and helping this team grow and get better. I do think though that there is a bit of a challenge up in Canada when it comes to recruiting players potentially, just because I think you're at a disadvantage just because of the you don't have as much space, if that makes sense, to maneuver when it comes to recruiting versus in America, where you can kind of go, between different states and that kind of stuff.
Do you think that
You've got the country of Canada, and then that's kind of it. If that makes sense.
Do you think that there's any recruiting possibility for him to come stateside and grab anyone? I mean, what are your thoughts on that? I heard he had went after a couple people. I'm not going to say anything. We don't want to ruin anyone's recruiting chances here. But what are your thoughts?
Now, I don't think that's a bad thing to do, honestly, and I think that it's advantageous for him to do so. Just because I feel like, again, you can use this as a not a tourism moment necessarily, but you could get the kids exposure to other cultures, and that is a good selling point personally for me anyway. That would be a good selling point for me.
Yeah.
If it was me trying to recruit somebody, getting you over to a different country, learning, and all the different things that come along with that. So I do think that he could go to somewhere like New York, for example, and recruit there to see if he can bring anybody over.
It's gonna be tough
to Canada. Yes, it's gonna be tough for sure.
There's a lot of
talent,
I think
that there's a lot of talent to pull from New York, from what we've seen in the pickup games. I think that that might be his best bet. If he doesn't want to stick strictly to Canada, he could go take a trip to New York and see who he can talk to, who he can possibly get. But, do what you have to do, Coach King, to make sure that you get the players you need to fit your system. That's at the end of the day, that's really what matters. And you want someone who's going to bring out the best in Marcus Lafayette while you still have him there.
Yes, indeed. And I'm looking forward to seeing that man here for the upcoming season. That kid, that young guy, whatever. I'm ready to see him ball. That's what I'm ready to do. But look here, B-Ron. Unexpected, unbeknownst to you, 3 in the key. We do have to shoot a technical foul before we go out, right? We got to shoot that free throw. So what I'm going to do, we're going to introduce this new segment where essentially I'm going to throw a question out at you. And either you're going to make the shot or you're going to miss it, man. But really, there's no make or miss. It's unscripted right here on the post-up. B-Ron.
Fair enough.
What is your favorite movie of all time?
Favorite movie of all time? Ooh, The Warriors.
The
The
Warriors.
Warriors. Yes.
Tell us about it in case you
Warriors.
want to look it up,
I
man.
love it so much. It is basically I forget the year it came out. But it is a movie about this gang called the Warriors, and they are basically framed for the murder of the leader of one of the rival gangs.
Mm.
So they have to fight back to their home turf, which is Coney Island in New York.
Oh, I know all about Coney Island,
And
sir. Best
and
corn dogs in the
they
game. No, I'm just joking.
so the whole movie is basically about them trying to get back to Coney Island and clear their names of this murder that they obviously didn't commit. Um, it's I think it's very good. It moves at a very fast pace too. Once it gets going, it really doesn't stop. So I feel like if you like fast-paced action style movies, definitely give it a shot. And it's funny because I only saw the movie after I had played the Warriors video game made by Rockstar, that was years ago now, but that was a fun little beat 'em up game that came out years ago. So check it out, the Warriors.
The Warriors. Well, look here. We some warriors. These kids in SimWorld Hoops are some warriors. That has
Nice
been the
segue.
post up. We hit you with 3 in the key. Until next time, we out. Peace.
Have a good one. Peace.